Hi, and welcome to Faith in Front. Today, you may be dealing with the feelings of fear, worry, disappointment, discouragement. Discouragement is a tough one. Sometimes that's when you feel really low. It's almost a sense of losing hope. Sometimes our emotions will sack our faith. Sometimes they will. I don't know anyone who just decides that they're going to feel fear. I think I'm just going to be afraid. I think I'm going to just be discouraged. I think I'm just going to be worried. Sometimes these emotions, they just rise up. It feels like out of nowhere. And you're like, whoa. And yes, there are triggered events that can instantly cause fear. And we're trying to figure out what to do with them because, yes, we know all the Bible passages that says that we shouldn't be afraid because God is with us. And so we're kind of in this battle of like, I'm not supposed to be afraid, but I feel afraid. Listen to what it says in Psalms 56:3, because I found encouragement in this. It says, when I am afraid, I put my trust in you. When I am afraid, I put my trust in you. This is David's prayer to the Lord. And so what it implies is that, yes, sometimes David was afraid, but in the midst of that emotion, in the midst of that fear, he puts his trust in the Lord. So I want to encourage you with that. If this is a day that you're dealing with fear, anxiety, to know that in the midst of it, you can put your trust in the Lord. And understand that you putting your trust in the Lord, it may not make the emotion subside on the spot, but it's definitely the first stage or the first step of having victory through the Holy Spirit to over that emotion, right? It may not go away quickly and I'm saying that because you may feel like, well, sometimes we feel like if I still have the emotion and the emotion is still there, that I'm not trusting because I still feel this fear. But what does David says? When I am afraid, I put my trust in you. So I want to encourage you with the same words. Put your trust in the Lord. And sometimes all you have is his word to hold on to, because there are a lot of times our emotions run contrary to what the word says. But we trust his word anyway. And we can be honest. We can say, Lord, I'm trusting you. I still feel some fear right now, but I'm still trusting you regardless of how I may feel. Because you already know how I feel. You can be honest with the Lord. Put it all out on the table and know that you can still trust him because he's a trustworthy God. We can't always see why God is doing his thing. And as the statement says, sometimes we have to, all the time, we have to trust his heart when we can't, see his hand or trust his hand. But you even, because sometimes the figurative language just represents that sometimes God is moving in ways that we don't understand. That's when we have to trust who he is. It's like, Lord, this doesn't make sense. I don't know why you're allowing me to go through this, but because I know who you are and you've already proven your love for me 100% on the cross, I'm going to trust you. And that's another way to help you get over emotions, is to put the passion of the cross as the backdrop, the gruesome death that Christ went through so that we could have an eternity with God. Sometimes we have to shift our perspective to help us get over what it is that may be causing fear. So I hope that this brings you some encouragement. I hope it gives you some stamina to just keep holding on and keep pushing through, even though you may be dealing with fear. But just know that you can still put your trust in the Lord, even if you still feel the fear. And that is a part of keeping your faith in front.